We woke up at 2 a.m. to almost 150 kilometers, ate 4 a.m. biryani, and ended up at one of the tallest waterfalls near Bangalore, all in one single day. And craziest part, we even discovered a hidden viewpoint in Talakona Waterfalls that most people don't even know about. So let me show you how this entire trip happened. The trip started at 2 a.m. We got ready and began the drive, and by the time we were already hungry. So, our first stop was Rajtam Biryani for their famous 4 a.m. biryani. Yes, biryani at 4 a.m. in the morning. And honestly, it was the perfect start to the trip. After that quick food stop, we continued our drive towards Horsley Hills. Horsley Hills is around 150 kilometers from Bangalore, and it usually takes about 3 to 3.5 hours to reach depending on where you start from the city. The drive was peaceful, empty roads, cool weather, and the perfect road trip vibes. Now, ideally, this place is famous for sunrise views, but we were a little late. Okay. Honestly, we were very late, so we missed the sunrise. But even without the sunrise, the place still looked really beautiful. You can easily spend 1 to 2 hours here. There are around four viewpoints, and each gives you a slightly different view of the hills and valleys. If you enjoy taking pictures, this place is basically a free outdoor photo studio. Every viewpoint has a unique angle, and you can easily spend 30 to 40 minutes at each one just enjoying the views and clicking photos. At one point, we had already taken so many photos, and our phones were almost running out of storage before we ran out of viewpoints. People often call Horsley Hills as the Ooty of Andhra. Although of course you can't expect the same weather as Ooty, but the climate here is still pleasant, especially in the morning. If you want to properly enjoy the sunrise here, a good idea would be to stay here the previous night. There are government guest houses available with different types of rooms. Then you can wake up around 5 am, enjoy the sunrise without rushing. Some viewpoints also have small rocks that you can climb, which makes exploring a bit more fun. But one small warning, there isn't much safety infrastructure here and you won't really see guards around, so make sure you're careful and watch your steps while exploring. Apart from the viewpoints, there are also few other attractions here. There is a small animal park, a mini zoo, and even a small man-made lake where you can go boating. So if you're visiting with kids, they'll definitely enjoy this place as well. After spending some time enjoying the views and clicking a lots of pictures, we continued our journey to our next destination, Talakona Waterfalls. So from Horsley Hills, it takes around 2 hours to reach Talakona. Most of the roads are actually really good, but during the last 30 minutes you rented a village road. The road is still manageable, but the final 5 to 10 minutes can be slightly rough, so drive carefully. So also one more thing, there are lots of monkeys near the entrance and trust me, these monkeys are very experienced when it comes to stealing the snacks from the tourists. So keep your food safely inside your bag. Talakona has two sections. The first section is a small stream area below, which is almost a natural swimming pool. The water here isn't very deep, so families and kids can enjoy here safely. You can relax, play in the water, and click some really nice pictures. But the main waterfall is not here. For that one, you need to trek about 1 kilometer. But honestly, the trek itself is really beautiful. It's mostly like a peaceful forest walk than a difficult trek. Another important tip, carry an extra pair of clothes because once you see the waterfall, there's a very high chance you'll want to get into the water. As you keep walking through the trees, you slowly start hearing the sound of water getting louder and louder, and that's when you know the waterfall is close. And then suddenly you see it, the massive Talakona dropping from a huge height. And the moment you see this waterfall, all your sleep that you lost waking up at 2 a.m. suddenly feels totally worth it. The view is honestly beautiful, but if you're planning to stand under the waterfall, be careful because the ground is filled with rocks and it can be very slippery. Now here is something interesting the most visitors don't know. The waterfall that everyone sees from the front is actually not the best viewpoint. There is a small hidden path where you can climb up for about 5 to 10 minutes. The climb is easy to moderate, but the rocks are very slippery, so you need to be careful. But if you reach that spot, you'll see a completely different view of the waterfall, and honestly, this view was the highlight of the entire trip. So when we reached there was literally no one except us, just us, the waterfall, and the sound of water echoing through the forest. So from that spot, you can actually see the waterfall from the behind, which is something you don't get to experience very often. We visited during summer and even the water flow was still pretty good. From what we learned, this waterfall usually has water throughout the year, so you can visit in almost any season. Just remember one thing, the rocks here are extremely slippery, so you always move slowly and carefully. After spending some time enjoying the waterfall and the peaceful surroundings, it was finally time for us to head back. From Talakona, it usually takes around 5 to 7 hours to reach Bengaluru depending on the traffic. So if you're planning this trip, the most important thing is to start early in the morning. But honestly, waking up at 2 a.m., eating 4 a.m. biryani, exploring viewpoints at Horsley Hills, and ending the day at this beautiful waterfalls made the entire trip completely worth it. So if you're planning a quick adventure near Bangalore, this is definitely a trip you should try. Save this video for your trip and I'll see you in the next adventure. Bye bye.